What up YouTube, this is Adrian, aka El Tiro, from the Body Poets. So today's tutorial is going to be on a move I like to call collapsing, or the collapse. What's cool about this move is you can get from a standing position onto the ground pretty smoothly if you do it right. And you can use it, and you see it, in all kinds of different styles. So the first thing I want to point out with the collapse is that it's not about back flexibility. It's all with your legs. It's all about your ability to bend with your legs as close to the ground without having your knees touch. Before you try this from a standing position, I strongly encourage you to try it with your knees on the ground, because sometimes falling from a standing position all the way to your back on the floor is kind of scary. So let's take baby steps. So first, put your knees on the ground as wide as you can, with your toes pointing outward. Now what we're going to do with our back here is put a little bit of an arc so our shoulders will be the first thing to touch the ground when we fall back. A couple things from your first tip or fall over from that knee position is when you land, it shouldn't be a hard thud. If it's a hard thud, that means you're either going too fast or you're not putting enough arc in your back. The next thing to watch out for is not turning into a pretzel. When you fall backwards, make sure your feet that are pointing outward push you back into a flat-like position. Now once you've done this a couple times and you feel you've fallen back pretty smoothly, it's time to do the dangerous stuff and try from upstanding. So beginning this, you want to have your feet now as wide, not super wide like the splits, but a little wider than your shoulders. Also, really important that your toes are going to be pointing outwards. Now when you bend down, your knees are going to bend over your ankles. Now there's going to be a point when you're going down that you cannot bend down anymore. So that is actually your release point. This is where you have to bend your back only enough to where your shoulders will be the first thing that lands. Same thing as the first step with your knees on the ground. This should be a smooth, kind of graceful fall. It should not be a hard thud, because you're going to hurt yourself if it is, and it's going to look sloppy. Having your knees bent over your ankles allows you to bend as low as the ground, kind of like the Matrix. If you're having trouble of committing to that fall and landing on your back pretty hard, try using one hand and having that hand guide it down to the bottom. Almost look at your hand while you're catching yourself to the ground. Hope you enjoyed the collapse tutorial. Make sure you check out my crew, the Body Poets, on our YouTube account, and check out my website, which I will leave right below here. Peace. El Tiro, the Body Poets, out.